bunch of trolls on the left too by the Gurubashi Arena.
I know.
Okay, I just don't know if you know, you know? I'm surprised, like, how many new people I meet in this game. They're like, yeah, I just started playing this, like, today. I was like, what? Like, it's been, like, how have you not played World of Warcraft, dude? It's been around for, like, 20 years. It's, like, one of the most popular games of all time. Like, what the fuck? It's like someone doesn't play Mario.
I didn't have money to pay for the sub.
I get it. I'm just
there really are people like that. They were like, we didn't have that ability. I'm like, oh, I understand.
It's surprising because I've met so many new people, and it's like.
There's also probably this generational curve that's happening as well. You know, we are gonna get some people that are completely new,
legitimately new people, IRL new people.
Right? Yes. My brother-in-law, Frost Naratu, like we only just got him to start playing with us, Shadowlands, and I mean, he was like, "This is a little overwhelming."
What a horrible expansion to start a person. How cruel are you?
Oh, come on, I worked on that expansion.
Do you love him? Like, geez, it doesn't sound like it. It sounds like some domestic abuse or family abuse over here. Start him off with Shadowlands as his first experience in World of Warcraft.
But if you think about it, all that he could get now is up. Like, what? I mean, he came back to play this with us, and he's like, "This is the best thing I've ever done."
It's so much better than Shadowlands, dude. My God.
Well, just better than retail right now. As a whole, but
like that too. Keep in mind.
I mean, for me, honestly, for me, Dragonfly has been the worst thing ever, y'all. Writing is absolutely atrocious.
Here's a hot take that a lot of people like, but I think the worst expansion was Legion.
Actually, I disagree with you both. It was Cataclysm.
Why? No, dude. I can't wait for Cata revamp, bro. I'm gonna PvP.
Cata, for 2 reasons.
Dude, Cata was so good.
Cata was terrible.
I like how you had
Cata was amazing. If you're a PvP.
No, it wasn't.
Yes, it was.
It was.
I'm looking at the.
It really was. Like, I cannot wait for Cata revamp.
I am looking at the overall experience.
But I'm thinking of now.
Raiding in Cata was super fun too, dude. You're fighting fucking Deathwing.
Dragonflight's better. It's got more things going for it.
I like Cata more than I like Dragonflight.
But it's absolutely horrendous
Cataclysm
writing.
was terrible for a couple of reasons. Reason number 1, they only gave us 6 new zones total for the expansion, and 5 levels, which is kind of obnoxious. Secondly, they completely revamped the game to...
This is true.
It's a prior version before what it is now.
Yeah, they did not need to do
I will say that I was annoyed that you weren't allowed to go back to the old UI setup. That pissed me off. It was just like the same thing with Dragonflight. When you couldn't go back to the classic UI setup, that really pissed me off. But Cata, dude, had so many good things about it. Like,
I'm not talking about the UI. That people have been modding.
I know, I'm just saying, like, a lot of people did not like the graphical change when they did go and do that, and they didn't like the fact that they couldn't go back and look at the old classic one.
But
they used to have it enabled for a bit, but for whatever reason they took it out.
Bottom line is, Cataclysm is the game where they revamped everything about the gameplay, and that was the downfall of when the game went from, hey, we're going to have unique class types that fulfill specific roles to, everyone's just going to do everything. We're going to remove resistance. We're going to remove immunities to shit.
Yeah,
and now fire can burn fire.
Yeah, how do you feel if you're a mage, though, and you're playing and these people got all these resistances and it really fucks you? Like, I don't know, the PvP was so fine-tuned in Cata, and...
Yeah, but again, you're looking at one aspect. I'm looking at the overall
The raiding in Cata was amazing. The zones were amazing in Cata. You do fucking Mount Hydro, World Tree.
I didn't say they looked bad. I just said that there was a much smaller...
The mechanics were all super fun in the raids, too. Like Deathwing with killing the Malagnites or whatever the fuck. Little fire tentacles. And Deathwing was a hard fucking raid, and people, like, you know...
Yeah.
Top raiding guilds would fucking fail on it.
You should not
which
have
is good.
something hard, though, to make it valuable.
I know, I'm just saying, like, a lot of people strive and want that, though. They don't want a, like, easy mechanic raid that they can just rush out every night, you know? They enjoy the challenge.
Let's put it this way.
Yeah.
I get where you're coming from on that, but at the same time, like I said, Cataclysm had the most massive changes happen, and it was some of the worst gameplay overall
Well,
because a lot of the player base left almost immediately after it started because of how limited it started to become. The game became cookie cutter. There was no effort to it anymore. It's just, hey, you do all this, you're good.
it was
And then
super effort. They revamped all
they
the
were
maps. It definitely destroyed. They freaking they had to do changes, dude, because if they kept
I know
staying
they
the
made
same
maps.
way, it would become stale, and they were worried that people would leave because of that reason, you know. So they had
Yeah,
to do something
I'm
drastically
aware.
different and involved. I'm just saying,
But that's not what I'm
like,
talking about. I'm talking about characters right at the moment. I'm not talking about the world map.
are you
I'm
talking
not
about
talking
like
about the sales
specs and
changes.
talents and all that shit?
More or less, they made everybody cookie cutter.
Eh.
And then, on
I don't
top
know.
of
I
that,
think all the like respecializations and stuff is really cool, especially with the new X pack, because you know it gives all these people like more ways to specifically design their character to play the way that they want him to play. It's not so much cookie cutter as it's more like you can make yourself more versatile to play to your playing style. And I
Yeah,
really
no,
enjoyed that in Kata. That's why,
they
like, I
also
swear, all I
changed
do
it
with
so
this
that
game is
everybody could
PvP.
do everything.
All I usually do with this game is PvP, and Kata was probably one of the best PvP expansions I've like out of all of them. And the rating wasn't too bad either. And all the grinds and stuff for like reps were pretty easy too, especially because you get the tabards and make them super fast. Because you just get the tabard and then boom, you rep up like that, which is super convenient. Unlike fucking
very
Legion.
well aware. but my point still stands.
Yeah,
they took away what made everybody unique.
That's your opinion, and you know.
It is my opinion. I'm aware, but I'm also trying to make a discussion, and
I understand. I'm just saying, like, I think Kato was fucking awesome.
That's fine. I thought it was the worst one.
That's cool. And I thought Legion was the worst because you had to level up your stupid fucking legendary weapons, so you had to.
That
pretty much
was
tied to a particular spec. I'm just like,
I,
oh god.
I will agree with you there.
Dies at the end of it.
The
like,
artifact weapon was. It was a good idea executed poorly.
So Vanish just sits there and walks away.
I liked it, but
dumb biatch.
It wasn't done well. That was one of the biggest problems with it.
Demon Hunters were overpowered as fuck the whole entire expansion. I couldn't do shit against a Demon Hunter on my warrior.
Welcome to the new class.
So fucking. I felt like it literally felt like I was fighting a blood DK back in fucking VZ.
Hi, I'm a Death Knight during Wrath of the Lich King. How are you?
Yeah, back before they pre-nerfed, because it was like... There was that one bug where you could Army of Dead honor hold skeletons and get like a million.
I'm aware, but have you ever heard of totem stacking?
Person left it? I don't know. Yeah, I know totem stacking.
Yeah, that was the worst bug in the game that they left in for the longest time.
10, dude. I gotta get out of here. This conversation just took a sour turn. A sour taste in my mouth.
Look, overall to me, Kata is when they went off the rails with how everything felt.
I know, I'm just saying though, like Kata was fucking
altered a lot of options,
amazing.
Which went from, hey, if you spec this way, you can do certain content. If you go the other way, now you can PvP. Oh, we're just gonna throw that up in the air and make everything for everyone. And to me, that's not how the game should be.
It should though, because if you're a PvPer, you want to be able to still do the PvE, but like you're so busy PvPing because that's all you do when you get on usually. But you know, it's nice to be able to go and do the PvE or be able to do the PvE just if you're mainly a PvPer. It's cool that you don't have to dedicate your life to like one fucking side or the other.
Nothing against that, but I'm talking about the stats that made it so you can do one or the other. That's what made it just way too funky for me.
Yeah. I can't wait for the remake of it. The remastered version. Even though it's not really a remaster, it's just a remake or a re-release.
Their player base is gonna fall off a cliff.
Nah, dude, you don't even know. Fucking anything that WoW puts out, like people play it. Like anything. It's like there's gonna be like pretty much at the end of it, there's gonna be every version of WoW, and you just get to pick and choose which one you want to play.
Ever since Wrath of the Lich King, all the way up until Battle for Azeroth, they've made certain aspects of the game completely superfluous, regardless of it being mid-game or in-game content.
What did you think of BFA?
BFA was cool story-wise. Game experience, not as good as it could have been.
I really like BFA. The only thing I didn't like was farming the stupid Azurite fucking necklace and leveling up for every goddamn ult and all that shit, but...
You really don't like the artifact leveling, did you?
Nah, I didn't like that at all. That fucking was way worse than the Azurite. Like, the Azurite necklace was annoying, but it wasn't nearly as bad, because it didn't have, like, such a difference compared to, like, the legendary weapon leveling. It's like, if you don't level up your legendary weapon, you're fucked.
It was the same idea executed differently for each one. That's what they did. It's just one of those things that they were experimenting with, didn't quite work, so they dropped it.
Same with Kata, but they didn't really drop a lot. They kept a lot from the shit they did in Kata.
They didn't do an artifact weapon or item for Kata.
Yeah, thank the fuck Christ.
Again, it was something they made for those expansions to see if it worked. We know it didn't. They dropped it. Shadowlands ruined the lore altogether, which was its biggest problem. Otherwise, the expansion itself looked nice.
I don't mind the PvP too much in Shadowlands, except for the first 2 seasons. First 2 seasons fucking sucked. Especially the first one, where Boomkins would literally, like, 3-shot people just from, like, 2 seconds out of stealth with Convoke.
So I heard.
Yeah, it was fucking dumb as shit.
Yeah, and then they just break the entire lore that was written for the game.
Yeah, the whole fucking shit with Sylvanas and stuff and all the Lich Queen bullshit
I'm sorry.
to, like, bring back fucking nostalgia or whatever. It's just, they fucking completely ruined the shit out of that.
All I know is that
They made everyone who didn't hate Sylvanas before really fucking hate her now.
Oh no, I had no problem with... I liked to hate her because she was a really good villainess on the side of the Lord.
Sylvanas, dude. Dumb bitch been crying since Arthas turned her into a fucking banshee.
No. Ever since, like, the inception of WoW and Warcraft 3, she's been a fantastic character. Love to hate her. Love to see her involved in things. And then they decide to completely change her character because suddenly we discover, oh no, her soul was ripped in half. Wait, what the fuck is that? And that entire thing just completely broke my brain seeing that because it made absolutely no sense. The sword eats souls. If you kill somebody with the sword, the soul got sucked into the blade, making it stronger. It doesn't shred them. So the fact that they have half of what's-his-face, Lothar, and half of Sylvanas in Shadowlands, makes absolutely no sense. Because Arthas uses the fucking Frostmourne sword to resurrect her. How the hell she lose half her soul when he does that? And, of course, the key... what's-his-face? The Death Dude.
Death Dude?
Yeah, I'm trying to remember his name.
Uther?
Not the Keeper. No, not the Keeper, but...
I did like the stuff with Uther, though. That was sick. Uther was one of my favorite characters.
I'm talking about how Shadowlands lore ruined that.
Yeah. The X-Mogs were cool as fucking Shadowlands. I do like the X-Mogs. The areas were cool, but...
X-Mogs are always
Mounts
nice,
were cool, but...
Again,
the story
lore
was fucking garbage, though. Yeah.
That's because it broke the lore.
Dude, just...
We went from a character that was, like, utterly despicable, I'm like, wow, now I really hate her, to, oh, cool, you're trying to make me sympathize for her when she did this evil act. No, fuck. She gets no sympathy. Fucking kill her off. It's a lot of bullshit like that.
Yeah, I don't know. I never really liked Sylvanas at all, ever, to be honest with you. She never was like an interesting character to me. Just a big old
Did you ever play Warcraft 3 or no?
Baby, yeah, I played all that shit. I played Warcraft 1 all the way. Warcraft 1, Warcraft 2.
Yeah, she was a lot more fun back then.
Yeah, even then I was like, meh. Deathwing though. Dude, that's why I was so like hyped the first time Cata came out, because Deathwing and Warcraft 2 is fucking the shit.